Wow, this must be the goat market. Let's go in and have a look. It's very, very crowded. Ooh. Salam YouTube, this is Yan. I am on my longest way back home from Europe and China, and right now I am in Nizwa in Oman. Yesterday Flo and we drove from Salalah to Nizwa, and tomorrow we are going from here to Muscat. In this episode I want to show you one of the interesting things in Nizwa, that is the goat market, and later I want to show you the souq, the historic area in this region, and also a little bit of Muscat for tomorrow. But first of all, let's go back to yesterday when we start the journey from Salalah, because there is a beautiful, beautiful coastline in Oman. Starting from the east of Salalah, we pass by rocky cliffs, many beautiful small towns, and occasionally more camels. This is Oman's most unspoiled coastline, and where the mountains and the sea meet. After we left the coast, we are driving into the desert, and actually the ride gets very interesting. We saw a lot of the huge oil field with the big oil pump with a head like that. And then we drove a bit further, we saw a huge solar plant which is developed to support the oil refining industry. This solar plant is huge. I haven't checked it on Google Earth, but I guess it's more than 1 kilometer long, more than 1 kilometer wide. And now we are having dinner at the restaurant. This village is solely developed for the oil industry. We are now in the India restaurant, which is not a big surprise because a lot of the guest workers are from India. And speaking of oil production, it's actually Oman's pillow industry. Over 90% of the income is from the oil. Like many of the other Gulf countries, gas price in Oman is not expensive, so per liter costs about 60 cents in dollars. Enough for the ride, let me show you the famous goat market in Nizwa. It starts every Friday, early from 6 a.m. But this doesn't look like a goat market because they are trading the guns. What a surprise, maybe I am at the wrong place. Those are so nice. And those are again the guns. I guess I am at the wrong market, but it doesn't matter. I just found the way they dress is pretty cool. The Omani dress is quite special in the Middle East. Men wear dastasha, a long robe, often in white or beige, just like the color of all the buildings in Oman. Atop them lies kuma or masa. Kuma is a beautiful round cap, believed to originate in Zanzibar, a former colony of Oman. You can also see that some of them are wearing a dagger on the waist. This is Oman Kaja, a traditional dagger original from Oman, but gets popular in all Middle East. As a national symbol, it is also on their flag. So this dagger is purely handmade with beautiful carvings on this metal. Wow, this must be the goat market. Let's go in and have a look. It's very, very crowded. Ooh. What I've read online, before 7 it's a spectator time. You go around and have a look at the animals, which one you want to buy, and starting from 7 people will line up and start feeding. So I think in 5 minutes the feeding time will start. Most of the animals are the goats. Occasionally there are some cows, and I heard that one year someone brought a donkey into the market, which makes it to the headline of the local news. Okay, I'll just do like the locals do. I'm going to have a look at the goat. Shepherds from the surrounding villages bring their cattle to this market to be sold in the open bit. The market is basically a small circular pavilion with benches inside the place for the bidders and spectators standing around. I understand how it works. So the one with the goat goes around the circle, and then anyone who wants to buy it will stop in. He can touch the goat, he can have a look at the goat, and then he can decide which one to beat. A sheep costs 42 riyal, which is more than $100. But now I'm leaving the bustling goat market and I want to buy something in the souq. What's also interesting is that this is the street. I think it's the souq street where you trade vegetables, nuts, but it's all men. I've never seen a single woman. Maybe men prefers to go shopping. But why there's no women? Yes. $300. Thanks. Much? 2 riyal. 2 riyals.
Thank you.
In a souq, the traditional sword dance is also being performed. They sing together and also playing with the sword. This is one of the old souq. It's still quite early in the morning, so not all the shops are open, but you can see how it looks like inside the souq. Unlike the bazaar in Iran or in Turkey, where you can see the big, how do you say, the dome, here the houses are simply built very high with the walls, so that the inner space could be cooled down. There are many different souq in Nizwa, for example. This is the meat souq. A souq is like a bazaar. So in this place there is a meat souq, fish souq, vegetable souq, Omani sweet souq, date souq. Every souq sells a different or specific kind of products, and dates is the famous product in Nizwa. Selling dates, honey, sweet nuts, halva, and tahini. There are so many different kinds of dates. This one's a bit darker and this one lighter. Here there is a picture of different kinds of dates that is produced in Oman. For me, they kind of look similar, but apparently the Omanis, they managed to distinguish the tiny difference among those different kinds of dates. I have to try to tell the difference. And it's very sweet. in the front, but it gets a little bit bitter by the end. Which one is from Nizwa?
It's one from Nizwa.
Those are all different kinds of dates from Nizwa. He told me those ones are less sweet, but to me they are all quite sweet, sweet like honey. They even have a machine to make the tahini sauce.
I'm from Oman, date and tahini.
They dip date in tahini and eat it.
Yes.
Wow. Thanks.
Drink coffee. You like coffee?
Yes.
From where?
China.
China.
Mm-hmm.
This fresh you can eat, and this date and this tahini you can more. Welcome.
For the first time, I've been invited for Omani coffee together with the dates. That's also a traditional way of how Omanis drink coffee. Tastes of cardamom.
Yes.
So Omani coffee is quite special. There is a spice of cardamom in this coffee.
Kaba is the Arabic word for coffee. It uses spices and flavors to give a unique taste to the coffee, such as saffron and cardamom. Kaba in Oman refer to what guests are served when they are invited to an Omani house. It includes the Omani coffee, dates, and the Omani haba.
This is with honey, and this with bread, and this called Sultaniya, and this with special fried with more nuts and saffron.
Nuts and saffron. Okay, this is a normal one. I start. This is a normal one. This haba is very different from the haba in the rest of the Arabic world, which is a mixture of tahini and sesame paste.
Omani haba is made of sugar, water, cornstarch, and ghee, slowly cooked in a big pot.
Today we drove up to the Bahla Fort, which is like a 40 minutes drive from Nizwa, where we are staying. And yeah, this fort is the oldest fort in Oman, but it only dates back to the Middle Ages actually. So we've seen older forts already on our trip, but it's quite interesting. So here, well, they refurbished large parts of it, like this area here. But here you see the old mudstones, how they built it, which is really quite stunning because it's very, very well preserved due to the climate as well. It's very dry here and very hot. Today it's 42 degrees, so we're sweating quite a lot. And you see all these constructions that date back like 500 to 700 years ago.
After visiting Bahla Fort, we drove to find some coolness in the Wadis. We almost got lost, but luckily...
Eventually we found the Wadi because we were on the wrong side of this valley, so we took the other road and here we are in this beautiful valley. We left our car over there because this road condition was really bad for our car. Wow! I cannot miss this chance to go into the water.
Because you cannot swim. Oh, it's amazing. This is exactly what we wanted to do after such a hot day. More than 40 degrees. This is amazing. Look at this.
The next day we drove back to Muscat. Our one-week trip in Oman has been extremely tight. We spent more time on the road than visiting sites, but we were never disappointed. We caught a brief glimpse of this beautiful country. the pristine coast, traditional architecture, vivid city life, and its amazing nature. The Omanis are proud of and carefully preserve their land and culture. This is also the end of this video. We are on the top of the fortress and have a view over the whole Muscat.
Yes, so thanks for watching and see you next time.